Good morning. It's Laura from McNeely Garden Studios, Tuesday at 10:04. I was just having a wonderful time base coating my project for you today and lost track of time, I guess. How is everybody today? Today, I'm going to be doing something for Christmas in July. I know that there are some of you out there that really don't appreciate Christmas in July. You feel like it's too early, and I understand that. I really do. But if you are an artist, painter, crafter, anything like that, and you depend on Christmas sales, you really need to get started in July. So those of you who do not prescribe to that lifestyle, just give us a little grace and try to understand that, that everything in life has to have preparation. And that kind of leads me into something that we're going to be talking to a little bit later. But I want to invite you to the Create-a-thon community. We just last week had something we call the Create-a-thon, and it was Christmas in July. There are 7 artists, there are 7 projects, it's 7 hours of just delightful, cool things to learn. And I was one of the artists, and I taught how to paint with an ink pen. Now, you have to be in the community, you have to be in the group to be able to see all those things, but it's a free group. All you have to do is ask in. And if you would like to get into the group, just write in the comments there that you would like to get in the group. And I know on my little section, I had several questions. So I challenge you to go get in the group and watch all of everybody's. But when you get to mine, pay attention, because there's some questions that you need to answer. And it's just a lot of fun. But what we're going to be doing today is something Christmas related, because I want to share with you something that I shared with the Create-a-thon community that used to be a secret, but now I'm going to share it with you. All right, so I'm going to bring you down to my table. You ready? Come on down here. So if you remember, this is what I was base coating when I lost track of time. But if you remember, if you follow me, in Valentine's Day, we did these beautiful little hearts, and then we put resin on top. This one needs another coat, but they're really pretty, and they're just kind of little shelf sitters or whatever. I only did the 4, but I thought, what if? It's so important in your life to keep asking what if. Good morning, Donna. So I thought, what if, we've got an empty space on the back. What if we made this into something, a shelf sitter that we could just turn around at a different time of year? So, hearts, if it matches your decor, you can have that showing. But I thought maybe we would make little baby in a creche today. And if we put him here, that's still not dry, then that can be a little bit higher, and we can put the star on the highest one. I'm just kind of wetting your taste buds. So when I get that finished, when I get the whole thing finished, I will post it for you and let you see. But I thought we would start with night sky. And I'm using Deco Art Navy Blue. I just wanted kind of a dark, and I'm just going to kind of go back and forth. I think I would like to add just a tiny speck so that we have some, anytime that you add a color and white, it only takes a tiny speck of the color to really change. If you start adding white into your color, you're going to use way too much paint. But if you go the other way around, you're all right. So I'm just kind of going back and forth so that I have a mixture of color here. Now this part of the this is just a 2x2, 4x4 by probably 1. It was a 1x4 that we cut down into blocks. That sounds confusing. If you spend much time in a lumber yard, you understand. But so I did sand this down just a little bit just to get the grain down. And there we go. So I put just a little bit of that was a lot. Just a little bit of the lighter color sort of in the middle, because our little creche is going to be sort of glowing because the baby Jesus is in there, right? And speaking of babies, I want to announce that my little prune finally showed up, and he's a full-blown apricot now. He's perfect, and thank you so much for those of you who were praying for him. He was really, he did a great job. Mom did a great job. But anytime that you get involved in things like that, it's a little bit scary. But I was so glad when he finally came to meet me. All right. So I'm using acrylics today, as you can see. I haven't been using acrylics a lot lately. But I'm going to put a little flesh color out here for little baby Jesus' head. And so, I always have some kind of a message with my paintings. And when I did the Christmas in July, my whole push is to be prepared. Because when you're prepared, you have less stress. You just have everything kind of in order. You've got clarity in your mind, and it is just simply less stressful. So I put together a little book, and it is available to you today for free. And when we get done, I will show you all the things inside there. But it is a whole Christmas survival kit booklet. There's like 6 pages. So this acrylic is not perfectly white. Perfectly dry. So it's kind of showing through the white, but I'm kind of liking it. It's okay. And when it dries, I may come back and put some lighter highlights. But because of it, I'm going to put some texture in here and let the paint be a little thicker. There we go. But yeah, the booklet, you're going to want this booklet. It is really awesome. I know Donna already got it. Hey, Laurie, I'm looking to see. Donna already downloaded hers. Laurie may have too. You guys can put in the comments if you want how much you liked your booklet, your Christmas in July survival booklet. And what all is in there. There's a timeline of how to get started even now with your planning and making lists and that kind of thing. And it goes all the way from July, August, September, October, November, and then the first, second, and third week of December. When to get your cards done, when to get your when to get the roast out or whatever. There's all kinds of little details that sometimes you don't think of until, oh no, last minute, you know, I forgot. And a creche usually has kind of an X shape stand, you know. I'll make that a little deeper there. And even though this is acrylic and it dries quickly, I'm putting them there pretty thick, so it's going to, we're going to have to come back and after it dries and put some other things on there. And then we're going to let this dry. I'm going to do the sides with gold. I think I might could do some of that now. I think it might be dry enough, but we'll just see. As long as I don't put my finger right in the middle of it, right? So this will be the last Christmas in July, or the last July tutorial that I'm going to be doing on my live this month, because next Tuesday I'll be traveling to go see my business partners and friends. And it's going to be super fun, and I want to take you along on that journey. I know that you will have a good time, because we're going to travel just about half the United States away. My husband's going to go with me, and we are going to have a super good time. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So while this dries, I just have paint all over me. See, I'm not used to using acrylic all that much anymore. So this one is going to go here when I turn them around. I'm going to paint them all. I'm going to have to sand some of that resin off of it. This one is going to go here. Like this. Can you guess what might go over here and here? Any guesses? Let me see. Oh, have fun. Thank you so much. Pray for our safe travels. You're not organized. Well, the Christmas Survival Kit is going to really help you be organized. That's the whole point. But if we have the baby Jesus here, I thought I could paint Mary here, Joseph here. I could put Mary and Joseph here. I could put shepherds here, whatever. This can pretty much be night sky or a continuation of this. And put the star up here. Great idea, right? So we'll see when that comes to fruition what's going to happen. But let me show you the Christmas Survival Kit. Let me get this. Wet my whistle, right? So this was all about family traditions, and we had a really good time. We talked about recipes and ornament exchange and poppers and how to do a special font for your cards or gifts or whatever. Palette knife, different techniques. The thing that I showed with the ink wash was really cool. And the recipes was the burning of leather burning. So actually it's vegan suede, but it's still kind of a leather type thing. And plaques that are proclamations of joy or hope or whatever, and a seaside type theme. So there's something for everyone in the Create-a-thon if you want to see it. Excuse me. But this is my survival kit. Let me get it over here where you can see it. I'll just move this. And just so you know, there's joy-preserving timeline, like I told you, of all the different things to do each month. This is decluttering for your holidays so that you know, if you don't have a lot of space to put things, and you can clean up and get rid of things that aren't bringing you joy anymore. These are some great clutter-free gift ideas for those of you who are trying to downsize during your life, and just all kinds of ideas, experiences and subscriptions, memberships, homemade things. I included a self-care bingo, which is really fun. You give yourself up things, so you get your free space, watched a feel-good movie, did no without guilt. How many people can't say no without feeling guilty about it? Journaled 5 minutes. And you can change these to whatever kind of suits you, but I just thought that would be sort of fun. And this was my experience from my family tradition that I shared with the design that I offered. And when you go to the community, you will get the tracers and the instruction, and for the videos will be there for 30 days. And we'll bring you back up here. So everything you need will be there, but you have to ask into the group. And if you would like the Christmas survival kit, that's available to you right now. So if you would like that, just put it right in the comments, survival kit. And I'm excited to finish my little nativity scene here with the blocks, my reversible blocks. And Donna says, bingo. Did you already get bingo? Hi, Tony. Hi, Shannon. Let me see what everyone's comments are. I'm painting. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'll finish watching later. Okay, Laurie. Sometimes you got to break it up, right? It was 7 hours. It was a lot. All right. Listen, thank you guys for always coming and being so loyal. I appreciate you coming. And the last couple weeks, I have really had something. My life has just taken over, hasn't it? I haven't gotten to come see you guys. But thank you for your grace, and I will see you. I won't be painting next Tuesday, but I'll pop on and see you and let you know what's going on. Okay? So good to see you. Thank you for coming. Bye.